All right. Well, hey, Coaches Out for Change. It is Dee Corchin. Meg Johnson is with me and our other leaders here for our Monday night team time. And really glad that you made the decision to invest in yourself to be here because we know there's a lot going on out there. And what we're going to try to do is keep it simple for you, kind of know what's most important, what do you need to be focusing on. And I like to always think about like, what's in it for me? Like, why is it important to you, right? Like, why would you want to be a part of these things? So two big topics tonight. The first one is we're going to talk about the upcoming virtual leadership summit that is happening on September 9th. So this is a virtual leadership summit with Dr. Dan Bell. It is intended for coaches. It is intended for clients and for your candidates. But it is more of a generic leadership, self-leadership, as well as leading others in today's world. Statistics just show that people's optimism, things like that, are at really all-time lows. So we're really going to come at it as here to help to awaken people to what's possible, but it's not going to be a hard push, hard sell for Optavia. So David Bush has created two great videos. One is for coaches, which we're going to show right now, and then I will post with the recording. There's one for you we're going to share with clients, and you could share it with your candidates. So it's a little different take on it, but that's going to be our opening video. So hang with me for just a minute while I screen share and show it.
Hey, coaches, I have an important question to answer today. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the very best version of yourself and being the best leader that you can be, and 1 being the worst that you could be, how would you grade yourself? Now, I want you to take into consideration self-leadership and your ability to lead yourself, to lead your family, to lead in relationships, to lead in your community, to lead with your clients, to lead with your coaches, and to lead with other leaders. When you take that comprehensive view and put a number associated with it, you may not be where you want to be, and that's okay. All of us are on our journey to becoming the best version of ourselves. But I want to invite you to an upcoming event, a super exciting event. It's a virtual leadership summit on September 9th. It's going to be from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time. And this event is going to be open to everyone that wants to grow as a leader, regardless of whether or not you even think of yourself as a leader. Because there's only two types of people in the world. There's the people that go out there and live their dreams and change the world. And then there's those people that depend on those people that live their dream and change their world. And your family, your friends, your clients, whether you have just a few or you have thousands, are depending upon you becoming the best version of yourself and living your dreams and changing the world. And during this half-day virtual summit, we're going to have Dr. Wayne Anderson, who's going to be sharing principles around conscious leadership, around developing the habits of health and incorporating those into our daily lives to become healthy leaders. And then we're going to be talking about how to become more adept at becoming transformational leaders. And we're going to have Dan Bell is going to be sharing from his 40-year career on developing transformational and transactional leaders in the marketplace. We're going to have top leaders, and we're going to have leaders at all different levels sharing their transformational stories so that you can learn how to become a better leader in your life. This is going to be a fun event, but it's also going to be a transformational event. And we want to encourage you to invite your candidates, invite your friends, your family members, clients. It's going to be available for everybody, and we're going to make it appropriate so that everybody can gain value from it. Now, we are charging a small fee for this event to help us to offset with the administrative and technological costs, but this is going to be a valuable event for anybody that chooses to participate. We're going to have breakout groups for different levels of leadership. So if somebody is just interested in learning more about how to become a better leader of themselves and their family and their community, there'll be a breakout group for that. And then there'll also be different breakout groups for those people that want to advance in leadership, from leading clients to leading coaches to leading teams of other leaders and coaches. So check out the link that's associated with this video. Get registered and start thinking about all the people that you'd like to invite to become a better leader in the health and wellness revolution, whether that's as a health champion or as a health coach or a leader in the Optavia business. Take care, everybody.
All right. I think that was a really great description. Would you not agree David Bush looks better than he's ever been? He has gone into Optavia Active, take it, well, actually had to get, refocus back to his healthy weight, etc. But he is just, and I'll tell you, he's on fire. Everything I hear him speak, there's just those correlations, right? When you feel good, whatever, that it just ripples into everything. So I just posted in the chat. There is a document. It's got the registration link for you. So and for your clients, everybody for it. So yeah, everybody is it's intended to register. Now, if you had a guest, you could potentially offer to pay for it for them, but we are asking that everyone pay. It's too difficult administratively to try to decipher between it. We are also encouraging local to invite your clients and do local events, gatherings. We've been talking about the importance of building community and gatherings. And so if you had a guest, you could bring them into that setting. We are going to offer one in Atlanta. So if you're in the Atlanta area on September 9th, we are actually going to do it at the clubhouse in my new neighborhood in Idlewild. So would love for you to come here and you can come for a house tour after if that helps helps get you here. So but invite your guests. We're going to have an option to bring in, we're going to bring in lunch that day, etc. So just the clubhouse is warm, it's cozy, it's just going to be super fun. So register yourself and then work on, and then that document gives you the invite link. And then I'll also post about the coach the video that you can send to your candidates. So any questions about that before we move on? We do recommend it as a committee. I am on the planning committee for this, so I am influencing who is speaking, what the topics are, etc. Couldn't be more thrilled with how it's coming out. It is recommended that if you do come to the group setting, that every coach does pay the individual, because that's going to give you access to the recordings, and there will be the different workshops for the different levels, so you'll have access to those as well for yourself and your teams. So that's what I got, Meg. I am going to turn it over to you, who was totally representing Optavia Active in your background over there.
Yes, Dee, I have Optavia Active back here. And if you have utilized the Optavia Active at all, we'd love for you to pop in the chat what you have noticed since starting Optavia Active. There are 2 different flavors of EAAs, essential amino acids. And so tonight we're going to give you the nitty gritty. We're going to talk a lot about what you need to know about Optavia Active and in preparation for the September 13th launch date, because it will be here before we know it. Just so you know, there will be no client or coach calls next Monday night because it's Labor Day. We also won't have the executive director call that we normally have on the first Monday. We're going to postpone that a week. Just wanted everybody to be aware of that. Last week, we had a powerful call hearing from some incredible coaches on the team. And we asked you where you were, what you were working on. So we would love for you to know, we would love for you to answer in the chat, where are you right now on your own journey? Are you 1, taking it to ultra health? Are you 2, getting back to the basics of getting back to your healthy weight? Or are you 3, getting some muscles? So put in the chat where you are, and we're excited to talk to you more and share more about all the amazing things coming out with Optavia Active.
All right, good. I like it. Building some muscles, getting to our healthy weight. That's the greatest thing, you guys, is it doesn't really matter where you are. You can start to incorporate this for yourself, right? And that's what this whole advanced knowledge, this training, and the ability to utilize the products, it's called experiential learning. And it's also to reinforce the fact that we all are continuing on our health journey. There's a whole nother level, and also representing that is going to be who you're dealing with when you are working with your clients, your inactive clients, candidates, and all of those things. So the number one thing is just to know that these are going to help you with as you progress on your health journey, because as we're aging, Meg, do you want to pop that slide up there that shows what the statistics are?
Yeah. And I also think after we show these statistics, hopefully, can you all see that? Is that good?
Yeah, just slideshow it. There it is. Yeah, so I mean, you can read the actual slide, but I think these are the things we need to know, that no matter what, like essential amino acids are not just for people who are exercising and want to work out and build the guns and do all the things. It is a tool that will help anyone who wants to fight, naturally fight the aging process. Because we're through sarcopenia, we're naturally losing. It's going to give the ability that people can do the 5-in-1 and exercise while on program, so they can lose and preserve that muscle, perhaps even build. There's so many different options for it, but really everything is in the frequently asked questions document in terms of what are the benefits of, I think we can take that slide down, Meg, like what are the benefits of them, but knowing it can be you. And when we think about what's in it for you, right? Like, why do you want to be a part of this? I've talked to a few coaches who've kind of shut down. They're like, it's too much training. I don't really work out. I don't really understand it. Just gonna, and the reality is that we continue to evolve as a company. We're really more representative than ever of who we really are, right? So far beyond weight loss. So being able to help people with another macro habit of health movement, and being able to incorporate that more aggressively, more actively in terms of our vernacular, what we're offering, and then helping people move through their journey to the next thing. So just really a great way for you to expand your market, reach new people, fitness people. And I know most of us on this call are here because we'd like to learn and help more people. So this is just something I would say, like, don't miss out. We're going to have a window of time with it, that we're really going to get our feet under us and get going. And so hopefully you're taking advantage of this experiential time right now.
Absolutely. And I'm a real big one on words. And so when Dee used that scarpopenia word, use that at a party and you'll get some IQ points just like that. But
You can hang out with geeks like me, right?
But all that word means is as we age, we lose muscle mass, which is why this is so important. It's why the EAAs, or essential amino acids, are for every single person. And when I heard the statistics, and I saw on that slide that between 40 to 80, we lose 30 to 50% of our muscle mass, I was shocked. And then also to hear we lose 3 to 8% per decade. Those are some staggering statistics that really show this is why it's so important. If you do nothing, you are going to lose muscle mass as you age. So we want to be on the front end. We want to be helping our clients, because what do we know about Optavia in our hearts is we want to help people build all of their healthy habits, right? All of those macro habits of health. So this is absolutely something that we care deeply about. And I didn't want to gloss over the exciting things that you said in the chat of what the EAAs have done for you. So saw on here, it's given you more energy, better recovery from exercise, more overall energy. I love how I feel when I take them. So many good things to go ahead and see in the chat, especially around energy. Love seeing that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And we'll show a quick slide on this as time permits, but when you help more people, when you're offering something additional, it is going to increase your income, right? Because now your volumes are going to go up. And Optavia is being very generous with us with these new products, that you get full value. Actually, on the essential acids, you get even more than what the retail cost is in value towards your frontline volume. So I know a lot of people have been trying to reach their milestones, their ranks, the 10K club, various things. So if you've got clients that are on this, you're bumping every order up by $60. So they get the benefits, right? Just like the program, they get the benefits of the actual product and the ingredients, but you're rewarded because you're guiding and coaching them so well to what's going to serve them in their health goals. So win, win, win with that. So Meg, you want to go over just a little bit high level on what the aminos are and who they're for?
Absolutely. And would love to show y'all just this quick slide so you can see one of the most exciting things about these aminos is, of course, they're backed by science. They're made with our quality ingredients. Y'all, this isn't just something you go on Amazon and buy. What we know about Optavia is we are so serious about being best in class with our ingredients. So that same best in class is just what that we always expect from Optavia is also to be expected with these EAAs and the whey protein. They are free of artificial colors, sweeteners, and flavors, of course. But this right here, that they are informed sport choice certified, that is a really big deal. If you let somebody know that who is a personal trainer or in the fitness arena, their ears will perk up. That is such a big deal that most of the EAAs on the market, you won't see that certification. So that's a really big deal. So let's talk about how these EAAs will help you. We know they're going to support healthy muscle. They're going to support your post-exercise muscle recovery. They're going to reduce your soreness after you exercise, just like you saw in the chat. It's going to activate muscle protein synthesis. And let me just tell you, quick biology lesson here, because I'm big on words. So protein synthesis is just a fancy way to say it helps you maintain and build muscle. That's all protein synthesis means, but it is on our products. And it's going to be important that you know protein synthesis is just maintaining and building muscle, but it sure does make you sound really smart when you use that phrase. It also helps during aging. It supports healthy and muscle metabolism during aging. So those are just a few things to be aware of with those EAAs. Dee, do you want to talk about when people should introduce them to their clients?
Yeah, absolutely. I learned a lot. If you guys have been watching, so there's been 2 different training series, right? There's been the corporate ones on Wednesday evenings, which are fabulous. And then there's also the Meg, can you pop that slide back up? And then there's also the Saturday master classes. And the master classes are really coming at this not only from an educational perspective, but what could be best for your business. Recognizing that we all are individual business owners. So what we want to do and what you individually choose is fine. But what we're going to try to show us some best practices. And they talked about strategy. And I had not thought about this before. And, really was recommended that we not be plastering these EAAs right now all over social media. And I have been guilty of having my active water bottle and talking about it. But if we present too much to our clients or to the world about this, if somebody says like, wow, EAAs, I should get these. And then they go to Amazon or to Costco and they find something, which one, we know will not be the quality that we offer because they are out there for profit, right? They're not going to have the same ingredients. They're going to find it cheaper and it's going to be harder for you to then try to upgrade your client to a better product. So this was actually said that we should hold back on that and really not be talking about it. You can be just living your life out loud in terms of your increased energy and your exercise and all the things you're just doing with your health in general, but maybe, let's not tease them too early. And also if we're teasing too early, your clients could start postponing their orders. Like I'm not going to order until after their 13th. That's going to cause a real clog in the Optavia system if they're waiting on their fuel lanes and everything for it. So there is some special pricing for them if they decide to place an on-demand order after their order has already gone through. So we don't need to worry about that. They'll get $7 flat rate shipping. It was even suggested that you could consider just doing or giving them wellness credit for that $7 shipping and giving them free shipping if you want them to take advantage of it. My understanding is the whey protein also comes out on September 13th. That's our official launch date for this. So as we're getting really close to that date, or the week of, that is when you're going to want to be calling your clients, talking to them during the weekly checkout, letting them know this is there, why it's important to them. And that's why these next, couple of weeks are so critical. It's also a huge opportunity to check in with your former clients, check on their health journey, right? Help them re-engage if they need to get back on, or if they're doing great, help them go to next level and ultra health. So lots of great things. Again, everything, we don't want you to be salesy. We don't want you to be pushy. And that was one thing we were reminded of is that we've never been a product driven company, right? We don't go out and hold up the fuel lanes and say, here's your answer, right? We say, we've got a comprehensive system to help you. And we know easy to follow eating plan is part of it. Same thing with this. We've got a great active platform to help you as you're, moving into these other areas or looking to preserve muscle. So all about posturing, which is just so important because again, remember, problem, solution. We're helping somebody identify what somebody's problem is, providing the solution. We don't want to just be slapping up solution. So, because that is transactional selling. So that's what I've got.
Absolutely. Well, another really important thing that we wanted to go ahead and let you know, other than for a limited time, there will be $7 flat rate shipping if someone purchases 2 or more of the active products. So that's really important. Also, they'll get a free blender bottle. And these blender bottles, I kind of show you, they're bigger than the one that typically comes in your kit because we need more water for the EAAs. So wanted to let you know about that. But this is a big deal, y'all. So returning clients now that will qualify for all of our exciting benefits. It used to be they needed to be 365 days or more, right? A full year to qualify for all the exciting benefits of a new client. Well, Optavia is helping us yet again, and they are slashing that requirement to make it 180 days. So if a client hasn't ordered in 180 days or 6 months, they will qualify as a new client for that client support plus bonus, and also for the new client benefits that clients will receive. So just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that.
There was a question there, Meg, in the chat from Meredith. Is that 180 days live now, or is it September 13th?
It's not live now. My assumption is it'll be September 13th, although we haven't heard the date just yet, but that's what I would expect.
And then the other thing around all of that is, and if you want to pop that slide, we don't like to be slide heavy. We're like on the slides, but sometimes it helps if you have the visual. But this was what I talked about in terms of your commissionable value. So commissionable value is what you get paid on, right? The value. And then QV is actually the qualifying volume, which applies towards your rank, which ultimately affects your commission, which level you are to determine what commission rate you're going to have. So like just to give an example, for the essential fuel lanes, they sell for $23.25 each. Commissionable values a little bit like $1 cheaper, but the qualifying volume is about $2 cheaper. Right. So we always know if you're placing an order at the end of the month, like, right, you always got to give yourself a little buffer there. But these EAAs, look at this, like with what the cost is. I mean, $60 on each one of them is your qualifying volume. That is huge. I know a lot of us have been really stretching right now to reach our goals as we've kind of been going through kind of a slower period with our new client acquisition and some clients pushing orders back. So this is just a huge opportunity to attract new, but also be able to elevate that, because we want you to be compensated for all the efforts that you're putting in.
All right. Well, I'm going to stop screen sharing for just a minute so we can get us back on track, because I know there's some exciting things. We wanted to also share with you all of the new acquisition offers that are going to be available to you. Hopefully you can see that. So we've got lots of different plans. So in case you're kind of spinning with all of the information that's new, I want to make it really, really simple. We are about helping people with their habits and helping people get to a healthy weight and take their health to the next level, just like the Life Book. So really, it's very, very simple. So we still have the 5-in-1, our tried and true, right? The 5-in-1 that we all know and love. But we're just adding on to that 5-in-1, the 5-in-1 plus active. So you can see here what that would look like. So when you go in to order a kit for a client, you would, if this is the right plan for them, you would select the 5-in-1 active, the 5-in-1 kit with the active plan. So you can see here the difference of the price per day, the essential fuelings boxes, what it would be with the EAAs. That would be one package of the EAAs here. So one of those. Wanted to let you know too, if a client orders 2 of the SKUs of EAAs, whether it's the whey protein or the essential aminos, they're going to get a $10 off. So we are incentivizing people to go ahead and jump in and try them. So that's an important thing to know. But you'll also notice here, so you'll see there's a difference in the price per day. And you'll see that there's an acquisition discount offer. So it used to be we would get 5 free boxes when you enrolled somebody in the Premier Club. We are moving away from 5 free boxes, but providing the same level of discount. by putting an acquisition discount offer. So they will get $1 amount off the order instead of the 5 free boxes. Now, y'all, that is in our understanding starting September 13th, but just wanted to give you an idea because that is going to be a little bit different. So if they just do the 5-in-1, they're going to get $115 off. If they do the 5-in-1 with the active plan, they'll get $130 off. 5-in-1 with the active plan with 2 bags, they'll get $140 off. And then you'll see here the 4-in-2 plus the active plan and the 3-in-3 plus the active plan. Just wanted to let everyone know what that would look like.
Yeah. And so the 5 free boxes will be gone out of our language. So we will not be talking about that anymore. It's not like you can say, oh, you get a free week or whatever. That is now removed from the language. So this is the actual pricing structure. So when you're discussing it, you're going to want to maybe print this, have this in front of you so that when you're explaining the options to somebody, you'll be able to explain what the pricing is. It nets out the same, but it was just too confusing with the 5 free boxes. And then it's going to not, it eliminates those return issues. You know, when a client goes to return something and they're like, oh, we can't pay you for that because we gave it to you for free. That won't matter anymore because it's all built into the structure, the pricing structure now with it. So love that simplification.
And that is about 23%. So in case you want to utilize that language, that's what you can share with potential clients.
Yeah, that's really good. 23% is a good discount.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Good. So, we talked about this before, inactive clients, you guys, like this really is the time to reach out. Part of the reason, you know, they're dropping it to the 180 days is that we just know a lot of people, the way the world has been, people have started, they've stopped, they've fumbled, they've faltered. And there's a lot of people that we're not going to make them wait a year to get everything with it. So, you know, just reaching out to these people as this new opportunity comes up is just going to be, we don't want to miss that opportunity is what I would say if you're looking to build your business. And then I think the last real exciting thing is, if you have not heard, the client support bonus has been extended through December 31st. So that is awesome, you guys. So rewarded, doing the work of reaching, because those inactive clients count. If they meet the minimum, they count. So that and your new clients together, and those 3% and 5% bonuses, they add up. Makes a difference. If you've gotten one and looked at your pay stub, it definitely adds up. So excited about that. I mean, I think that's the one thing I can tell you after over 12 years of working with Optavia is they always are looking to do the right thing, always to look to help us generate, do what they can to help us move forward, because again, for the win-win-win, when you're helping clients move forward, they win, it helps you win, and it helps the company win. So yet again, I am thrilled. And the only other thing, and we didn't have time to share the video, but I will share it with this replay. It is so important, right? As we're going out with this, that we are compliant. When you do start sharing about the EAAs, being compliant on what you can and cannot say about it, because there have not been any clinical studies. So we cannot say like, I gained 5 pounds of muscle, or I have more energy, or any of that, because it's not clinically proven. And this video and in the frequently asked question document goes over exactly what we can say. So excited about that. There's that. We're going to include all these references. We'll include the David Bush videos. It's going to be one mother of a post with a lot of details in it. But we want to make sure as soon as we get information, we try to keep you informed. And knowing that we're not meeting next week for Labor Day, it's going to be right there on us after, shortly after that, the September 9th event, and then this. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Meg, do you want to talk about what the topic is tonight on the 8 o'clock call? People are shooting over.
And I want you to hear from one of your fellow coaches that had great experience with these EAAs. Julie Tracy, will you pop on and share? I know you've had a great experience, and so has your husband. So will you share that with us if you have power?
Yes, absolutely. Still got power, so that's good. And I know you'd prefer to hear from him because he's got this great Australian accent that everybody loves, even though he's been here for 25 years, but you're just going to have to put up with me. At any rate, we've probably been using the EAAs for about 3 weeks now. And I really wanted him to do it because he is much more aware of how things impact his body than I am. So I've definitely noticed more energy, but the EAAs for him, and I know you were just talking about what we can and can't say, but it has been actually life-changing for him. He used to be in a lot of pain, tore his shoulders, knees, hips, tennis elbow. And when he would work out, it would be like a 9 or a 10 on the pain scale. And when he didn't work out, he said it's probably like a 6. Now, after taking the EAAs, and he usually takes them during or right after working out, he is down to about a 2 or a 3 in pain level when he's working out. And he has almost no pain when he is not working out. In addition, he is now lifting, he says, 30 to 50 pounds more in like in most of his weights than he has been for years. So he is absolutely thrilled and sold on the EAAs. And some of the guys he works out with, we've already tentatively sold them to them too. So so it has impacted him very significantly. So I just wanted to share that with everybody.
And Julie, how many birthdays has Mick had?
Yes, he is 60. Okay, so he is 60, and so he probably has lost a lot of muscle mass over the year. He also was using creatine for quite a while and didn't really notice much. So he went off the creatine when he started the EAAs. And like I said, so that he could tell the pure difference. And it's been very significant.
That is incredible. Well, Julie, thank you for sharing that with us. It gets us excited and hopeful about what's possible and gives us a good idea of who we need to be sharing this with. And it really does apply to everyone. Well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Head on over to the client call. It's all about structure, and it's going to be so stinking good tonight. And we just wanted to remind you what we do is so simple. And we just want to surround ourselves with people that are on the same mission as we are, which is we want to help people get healthy, one healthy habit at a time. And these EAAs are just one more way that we can help people get healthy. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.